Speaking on behalf of the delegation, President General of the Ndokwa Neku Union, Chief Amechi Asuguni, said the visit was aimed at appreciating the governor for his numerous interventions in Ndokwa land and across the state. He specifically lauded the completion and handover of so many projects and Ndokwa House, describing the house as a center for consultation, planning, and collective decision-making for generations of Ndokwa people. While expressing appreciation, the Ndokwa leader raised concerns over electricity supply challenges in the area and appealed for the completion of the Okpai Independent Power Plant step-down project. He, however, condemned the vandalism of electricity infrastructure in Ndokwa communities, describing such acts as unacceptable and counterproductive.
We have seen from afar the love, the respect, and honor you have for the humanity. We are convinced because I made that comment recently at Kagono that when we say success is working, it's not attracting people. It's to state the obvious so that the record will be clear and West will march with action.
Responding, Governor Borewore thanked the leaders and people of Ndokwa land for their support and confidence in his administration, assuring them of his continued commitment to the development of all parts of the state. On the electricity challenge in Ndokwa land, Governor Borewore revealed that repeated acts of vandalism had delayed efforts to restore power to affected areas. He disclosed that government had approved additional funding for ongoing electrification projects and promised that work would soon commence in communities.
Your visit today is unique. We continue to partner together to build a state that will be envy of others. Delta State is a state that people respect because of the way it is. So I assure you that we continue to work together to build a better state.
Ejime Uduime reporting. Governor Borewore expressed appreciation to the clergy for their prayers, support, and guidance, describing their role in fostering peace and good governance as invaluable. He commended the Catholic Church for maintaining a dignified and responsible approach to public issues, noting that the clergy had consistently offered constructive counsel through appropriate channels. The governor also spoke on recent tension surrounding the Warri Federal Constituency delineation issue, revealing that he had conveyed a meeting with leaders of the Ijaw, Ishekiri, and Urubu ethnic nationalities to forestall any breakdown of law and order. He further assured the delegation that the state government will continue to support mission-owned educational institutions and other initiatives that contribute to the development of the state.
I have chosen to govern with fear of God. And as a Christian and elder in my church, I believe this is what is expected of me in this exalted office. My focus is to ensure that people enjoy the dividend of the grace through massive infrastructure, renewal, human capital development, empowerment programs designed to help our people overcome any challenges. and enhance peace and security.
Responding to requests by the clergy, Governor Borewori said government would examine the possibility of supporting the Catholic Pilgrimage Center at Uleri in Udu local government area, including consideration for the construction of the access road to the facility. Professor Jude Obiunu, who spoke on behalf of the delegation, thanked the governor for his commitment to equitable development and inclusive governance across the state. He assured him of the church's continued prayers and support, noting that the Catholic community remained encouraged by the administration's efforts to spread development projects across all parts of the state. He appealed to the governor to sustain support for mission schools across the state, noting that many of the institutions still require infrastructure and government assistance to promote quality education.
In the area of education, the government returns schools back to us. And those schools that are giving back to us, many of them are not still in very good shape. So I just want to humbly request that the schools giving back to the mission, that the government should not turn back its back and then completely, because the schools, they need support, the schools, they need infrastructural development, and the schools, they need empowerment in order for the schools to be able to bring the values of education to our children and to our people.
The visit ended with special prayers offered by the priest for Governor Borewori, Delta State, and the nation at large. Ejime Uduime reporting.
Acquiring the youth. I also want to, in a very special way.
The deputy governor said the misconceptions that any section of the country was superior to others undermined national unity, urging Nigerians to reject such views and promote cohesion. Sir Oyeme emphasized that Nigeria belonged equally to all citizens, irrespective of tribe, religion, or geographical location. The deputy governor noted that Delta State operated a rotational system for key political offices among senatorial districts, calling for the adoption of a similar arrangement at the national level to strengthen unity and promote political balance. The deputy governor advocated the adoption of a similar framework at the national level. While commending the City Boys movement, Sir Oyeme said the group had demonstrated remarkable political awareness and maturity. Sir Oyeme affirmed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had implemented bold and far-reaching reforms that previous administrations were unwilling to undertake, adding that the reforms were already yielding positive results as local governments now have greater financial capacity to execute developmental projects.
Reform is paying off. All of us know. Council are doing projects now for President Tinubu. How many council can embark on any project? In fact, you are struggling to pay salaries. This guy came in and council is doing mega projects now. Council can build giant buildings. Council can build giant markets. Council is tarring roads. That's never happened. All these are made possible because somebody has that vision.
He said the state government was not able to complete projects more efficiently because contractors were being paid promptly, noting that the economic reforms introduced by the president had enhanced fiscal stability and reduced unnecessary delays in project executions. Sir Oyeme said many Nigerians were praying for the continuation of these reforms because if President Bola Tinubu secures a second term, more transformative policies capable of accelerating national development and economic growth will be implemented, for the benefit of the country. He added that although some of the policies may be difficult in the short term, they are necessary for the long-term survival, stability, and prosperity of Nigeria, stressing that Nigerians should support President Bola Tinubu in the interest of national progress. The coordinator of the City Boys Movement and chairman of Oshimiri North Local Government Council, Honorable Innocent Eseweze, told the deputy governor and members of the State Executive Council who witnessed the courtesy visit that the socio-political organization was established to mobilize support for the re-election of Governor Sheriff Oborowori and President Bola Tinubu. He said the group was currently undertaking an extensive enlightenment campaign across communities in Delta State to educate citizens on the need to support the re-election of President Bola Tinubu and Governor Sheriff Oborowori. The highlight of the visit was the decoration of the Deputy Governor, Sir Monday Oyeme, as the #1 ambassador of the City Boys Movement in Delta State. I am Pere Potu reporting.
According to the governor, the proposed amendment bill seeks to establish a public and private properties task force with a mandate to enforce the provisions of the law, recover public assets, and collaborate with relevant law enforcement agencies in safeguarding government and privately owned properties.
Furthermore, in line with practices in other states of the Federation with similar laws, the amendment bill seeks to establish a public and private properties protection task force with a mandate to enforce the provisions of the law, recover public properties, and collaborate with relevant enforcement agencies.
The House also screened Mr. Osiatuma James for appointment as General Manager of the Delta State Urban Water Corporation. Following his confirmation, the Speaker charged the new General Manager to discharge his responsibilities diligently and ensure that the corporation's activities align with the more agenda of Governor Sheriff Oborowori. Also at the plenary, the House Committee on Public Petitions presented its report on a petition alleging the continued payment of the salary of a deceased staff member by the Delta State Universal Basic Education Board (SUBEB) to an unknown person for 2 years after her death. The petitioner, Mr. Enoho Benedict Esowode, had complained that the development prevented her from processing and assessing her late mother's entitlement and gratuity. After considering the report, the House adopted the committee's recommendations and directed relevant authorities to take appropriate action.
In view of the amicable resolution of the matter, the committee respectively recommends as follows: that the Eto East Local Government Council strengthens its personnel and payroll management system to ensure timely updating of staff records, particularly in cases involving deceased employees, retirement, or other changes in employment status. That the Bureau for Local Government Pensions and other relevant agencies give due attention to the processing of the late Mrs. Obukwua's benefits and gratuity to ensure their timely release to the rightful beneficiary.
Earlier, the House received the 2025 audit report on the account of the Delta State government from the Auditor General, where it was subsequently referred by the Speaker to the House Committee on Public Accounts for detailed legislative scrutiny expected back on July 7. Favor Okafor reporting. Receiving officials of the commission led by the Federal Commissioner representing Delta State, Honorable Matthew Uduaghan, the Speaker said the legislature was committed to working with relevant institutions in promoting good governance and protecting the interests of the people.
For us, we represent the 29 constituencies of Delta State. So we represent all of the people who complain to you, and we know that you are doing a good work. We will continue to work with you. We'll strengthen the relationship that is existing between Delta State House of Assembly and the Public Complaint Commission to see that you carry out your duties effectively as required by law.
Earlier, Honorable Matthew Uduaghan explained that the Public Complaints Commission was established to investigate grievances arising from administrative actions and to promote social justice through impartial dispute resolution mechanism. He sought the collaboration of the State Assembly, particularly the House Committee on Public Petitions, in areas of fact-finding, investigation of public complaints, and the exploration of alternative dispute resolution processes.
The Commission is particularly interested in collaborating with the House Committee on Public Petitions, specifically in the areas of investigation of public grievances with administrative and social colorations, fact-finding thereon, and the exploration of alternative dispute resolution mechanism with a view to the long-term reinforcement of the integrity of administrative processes and fast-tracking the resolution of complaints by members of the public.
Honorable Uduaghan also congratulated members of the 8th State House of Assembly on the celebration of their 3rd anniversary, commending the legislature for its contributions to democratic governance and development in the state. Favor Okafor reporting.
The Kellogg's team lead, Mr. Mesoma Ofozo, said breakfast remained the most important meal of the day as it provided the body with the energy and nutrients required for improved concentration, productivity, and overall well-being. She highlighted the nutritional benefits of Kellogg's cornflakes, describing it as a healthy breakfast option fortified with essential vitamins and minerals that supported growth, strength, and active living for both children and adults.
In Kellogg's, we have Kellogg's Monastar, Kellogg's Gold Grain, Kellogg's Rice Krispies, and Kellogg's Cocoa Pot. In this Kellogg's conference, most people say that it's for children. No, it's good for breakfast, and breakfast is good for adults because it gives us energy and it keeps us on alert. Kellogg's conference has 9 vitamins. You have vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. You have mineral and calcium.
Staff were later served cups of Kellogg's cornflakes, giving them the opportunity to experience the convenience and nutritional value of the breakfast meal firsthand. They were also urged to cultivate healthy eating habits by starting each day with a nourishing meal. The DBS management and staff commended Kellogg's Nigeria Limited for the initiative, describing the visit as beneficial in promoting healthy lifestyle choices among workers.
I appreciate Kellogg's company for bringing this to us for lunch because this one is okay for us.
In fact, I'm really grateful and I'm saying thank you, a big thank you to Kellogg's Nigeria.
Gift Unosha reporting.
What we waited for has come to pass.
Special invitation. The leadership and members of the Delta State House of Assembly heartily invite Deltans and members of the public to a Thanksgiving service and reception scheduled to mark and celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the 8th Assembly. Date Sunday, June 14, 2026. Time 10 a.m. Venue, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Region 34 Headquarters, Unity Model Parish, behind Junior Staff Quarters, Asaba. Reception follows immediately after the service at the Legislators' Quarters, Okpanam Road, Asaba. Signed, Honorable Augustine Uroye, PhD, JP, Chairman, Planning Committee.
We have a governor who is managing the resources of the state very, very prudently. When we say that governance will not cease because we are in what you may call pre-election year, you could see that the governor is walking the talk. He's looking ahead by delivering projects that touches the life of the people. We are doing this supervision and tour of this project because the governor has made it clear that if you fall short of the provisions in the Bill of Engineering Measurement and Evaluation, we will blacklist you. And we are seeing much more quality work coming in. We're also seeing greater speeds.
Just for the power,